Todd Phillips' Joker centers around the iconic arch nemesis of Batman and is an original standalone fictional story not ever seen on the big screen. Phillips' exploration of Arthur Fleck, who is indelibly portrayed by Joaquin Phoenix, is of a man struggling to find his way in Gotham's fractured society. A clown for hire by day, he aspires to be a stand-up comic at night. Featuring a riveting, fully realized, blood-curdling and Oscar-worthy performance by Joaquin Phoenix, Joker would work just as well as an engrossing character study without any of its DC Comics trappings. That it just so happens to be a brilliant Batman universe movie is icing on the Batfan cake. You will likely leave Joker feeling like I did, unsettled, frightened, feeling sinister, feeling psychologically disturbed, and ready to debate this movie for years to come. With absolute honesty, I would have likened Joaquin Phoenix's performance in the Joker to his performance of psychologically disturbed Freddie Quell in The Master. Joaquin Phoenix is absolutely astonishing throughout this movie. Phillips has said he had a picture of the actor above a screen when writing the script, and it's a belief that has paid off. Phoenix inhabits Arthur, having lost weight for the role. He looks thin, frail, hungry. Shadows carve out his exposed bones. His physicality is precise. The way he moves, shuffles, runs, sits, smokes, shrinks. His usual intensity is on full display, and its captivity even overwhelming in some moments. I believe comparing him to Heath Ledger and Jack Nicholson just feels like nonsense. This is a Joker we've never seen before. In many respects, it isn't even the Joker. It's Arthur. This is a deliberate consequence of stepping away from the source material. Phillips has said that though the elements were drawn from the 1988 Killing Joke, in which the Joker is an unsuccessful stand-up comedian, the film doesn't follow the comic books. A bold move for a universe with such an ardent fan base. But it's the film's great asset. Not only does it and the characters sit completely apart from the seed of the DC cinematic universe, but it stands apart from the comic movies entirely, even The Dark Knight, as grounded as it was. Though Phoenix takes the spotlight throughout this movie, I cannot fail to mention Frances Conroy's quite devastating performance as Arthur's mother Penny, and Zazie Beetz as a neighbor of Sophie Dumont, while arguably under-used, brings vital humanity to her scenes with Arthur. The most talked about piece of casting was obviously Robert De Niro as late-night TV host Murray Franklin. Phillips has made no secret of his love for the king of comedy, and it's a sprinkle of magic to see Rupert Pupkin become Murray Franklin. Mention must be made of Joker's cello score by Hilda Guinadottir. Mournful, dark, and fractured, and the cinematography was absolutely amazing throughout this movie. Gotham is alive as a flawed, brutal, broken-hearted character in its own right. Oppressive and oppressed, with a glimmer of light that never truly gets in. It throbs at the very heart of the film, waiting for what is destined to come. And the two things intertwine perfectly as Arthur dances between the light and the shadow, each bone visible and sharp as the strings swell and scratch. Bold, devastating, and utterly beautiful, Todd Phillips and Joaquin Phoenix have not just reimagined one of the most iconic villains in cinema history, but reimagined the comic book movie itself. That is why, if I had to give it a number out of 100, this movie would definitely be a 100. Thank you.